Did you know Scotland wasn't born in a single battle, a single king, or a single year, but through a slow takeover of ideas, power, and identity? Let's talk about how Scotland really came to be. Long before the word Scotland existed, this land was home to many groups. The Romans called some of them the Picts. But here's the truth. We don't even know what they called themselves. They left no clear written records. What we do know is this: they were skilled fighters, built stone forts, carved strange symbols, and defended their land so well that even Rome failed to conquer them. While Rome struggled in the north, something important was happening across the sea. In Ireland, a Gaelic people known as the Scots were rising in power. By the late Roman period, they crossed the sea and settled in western Britain. They formed a kingdom called Dal Riata. They brought their language, their kingship system, and a strong sense of identity. At first, the Picts and the Scots were separate powers, sometimes allies, often rivals. Then, in the early 800s, everything began to change. A ruler named Kenneth MacAlpin, known in Gaelic as Cnaidd MacAlpin, became king of Dalriada. Through a mix of politics, family ties, and pressure, not one dramatic battle, he also gained control over Pictish lands. Later stories talk about betrayal and slaughter, but historians today believe the truth was quieter and slower. This wasn't a takeover overnight, it was a merge. Over generations, the Pictish system faded, the Gaelic language spread, power centers shifted, and a new kingdom emerged, called Alba, the early medieval state that would become Scotland. Here's the key point most people miss. The Picts didn't disappear, they became Scots. As Alba grew, it faced Viking raids, internal struggles, and pressure from the south. But its rulers adapted. Over time, King of Alba became King of Scots, and eventually, the land itself took the name Scotland from the people who reshaped it. So Scotland wasn't born in fire and legend alone. It was built through survival, change, and identity slowly winning over time. If this gave you a deeper look at history, like this video. If you know someone who loves real history, share it and follow for more stories that go beyond the myths and into the truth.